Alright, so let's go ahead and discuss this. First, I want to say to Show, Phil, Scott, you want to make videos about Latinos, and because my thing is, you married to a Mexican woman. You African American descent, we would say you Black American, although you're a Creole, because you have family Louisiana, different skin tones, and you came out all skin, you ain't no full blown black man. And not everybody in the French and Spanish culture in Louisiana was raping people. Okay, that's mainly it happened, but it's very rare. It happened mostly in the Anglo-Saxon Protestant states. Okay, so anyway, it's called like this. All right, you want to sit here and school people, and one thing I did not like about Vasho's videos in the past before he changed the Afro diaspora, it was always somebody trying to play this old school person schooling you and playing the punisher of you, and then try to throw Bible verses, and that's what I'm saying, and this is my belief, okay? I ain't making no slander. Just like I have an aunt who took psychological classes, psychiatry classes, so she can control people and manipulate people. My dad's sister, you took theology classes to try to control people and use religion and manipulate people. And then that's why I have an issue with the Vice show. I defended his marriage because I don't go along with the one drop rule. I have Hispanic blood too, okay? And I don't care what people see me as, even though I am lighter than Phil. Phil's darker than I am, okay? I'm not bright skin, but I'm not dark like him. So, I ain't wasting second play like he is. So anyway, so point is, when you are defending your marriage with your Latino wife, okay? But now you're making videos talking about Latinos don't need help in this protest. The ones I say who ain't never hurt us, because everybody own individual, because I'm not with the collective bullshit. Yes, I'll protest with them. Those who didn't hurt me or hurt people back in sin. The ones who been the George Zimmermans, the Evan Lazada type, Eric Mena, Nuri Martinez, Brian Acina, and Sandra Blanche situation. No, okay? Because I feel they're getting what these are the ones who are anti-black, getting what the fuck they deserve from our white cousins, okay? Who racist to us, okay? But to sit here and make these claims on and have people bash Latinos, your kids are part Mexican. That's one thing I don't understand, how you make these damn fucking bills. I'm gonna speak my mind, I don't give a fuck. I mean, one thing I want to buy a show. No, I'm not from, even though you're 2 months older than I am, because he born in June, I born August of '79. I'm not with that fucking old school slave Jim Crow bullshit, okay? Fuck that shit. That's why many of us in the backwards right now and still suffer, because we listen to people in our community that was uneducated. I'm not saying all our elders were bad, but one who had slave plantation mentality, who believe beating their kids like slaves and twisting Bible verses, they act just like the master on the plantation, acting rigid and shit, and you wanna know why nobody will busy their ass. Cause nobody want time for that shit. I'm not with that old school. Fuck old school. I said what the fuck I said. Get in your feelings. Have a heart attack. Have a stroke. Those I had diabetes, stroke with people who don't like me saying that. I'm 45 years old. Be 46 in 2 months. I'm near 50 years old. I'm almost elderly. I'm middle aged now. I'm not in no youngin no more. I'm not. This is not 2000, 1990s. This is not 2010s. This is 2020s. I'm near 50 years old. I said, fuck that old school shit. The one thing this dude does do is try to bring some old school shit and try to manipulate people with that shit. But you over here, and like I say, I'm for calling out anti-black, racist Latinos, but you're married to a Latina. That's what I don't understand. And I'm not bashing the marriage. My mother was not 100% black. She was, yeah, people saw us black, even though the black people on the shit were darker than me, okay? Because people forgot that one drop rule miseducated what black truly look like. People like Akon Lapita look like full-blown blacks. When you lighten that different hair textures, there's an admixture, race mixing from back in the day. So we're not pure black. You came out looking pure black, but your gene pool ain't 100% black, okay? So, you married to a Latina. your kids from this woman is part Mexican. So how they feel about you making these damn videos about this and that? Cause the same people that come and say they're trashing Latinos are gonna trash your wife and your kids. And you too. The same old African people who ain't xenophobic, who anti-Hispanic, they're gonna trash you because you married a Latino woman. Okay, you didn't marry no sister, an African American sister. You don't get wrong. She has black in her too. Most Hispanics, including Mexicans, got black blood too. But she don't look black. So you making these videos, and I'm like I say, I'm for calling out the racist ones in the community. But not all Latinos are racist, especially when you marry, right? You married one, right? You lay down and make kids one. One thing I find it weird that you, and then like I say, I used to like the things that Bob showed when he spoke with the Ku Klux Klan was in the, I already knew that there was judges and cops and stuff. But when it got to trying to control people, then there's one video. I don't wear skinny jeans, but I am for our people who have been sent to have freedom. I'm tired of people using our black blood to put limitations, no different than the black law. Remember the black laws down there in Louisiana? Well, because the reason why, let me explain those who don't know the history. The reason, the main reason why they did that, especially women put their hair cover up, because there was a lot of race mixing and people of African American blood. Many was Creole, some was not Creole as well, but they was afraid the ones who can pass for white look like the same white people. They told them to wear a certain type of clothing, so they would separate themselves from white. So people know that's why they had the black road, the black laws in Louisiana, and stuff like that. But this is what I'm trying to say. You really, like I say, this using the black blood, this same thing that the white massa wanted, to use black heritage as a limitation for freedom. I'm for individual freedom. Don't use my black DNA to tell me what the fuck I can't say and do what the, and that's why when they trash your wife, you got all upset. Yeah, because you've been perpetrating that shit. Not all of us the same. If one thing I hate about on your channel, you try to make everybody in this whole world think we all alike. No, we're not. Everybody's their own individual. Okay, I'm my own individual. And I don't apologize for it. I don't fit into it and don't want to fit into your narrative. So that's why I have an issue with your videos, because other people who don't know African American people are like, oh, he's speaking for everybody. No, he don't. He don't speak for me. The Bible shows Phil Scott do not speak for me. And I don't speak for him either. Okay? And I'm the same age as this dude. I'll be 46 in 2 months. He just turned 46 in June, right here, June 9. Well, it makes sense, y'all. I'm a Leo. I do what the fuck I'm a king of my own destiny. I do what the fuck I want to do. That's different. So, nah, man, I'm not with that. And you over here, like I say, I trash the racist ones in the Hispanic community. And since I've had a drop of Hispanic blood from Louisiana, I'm definitely going to speak on that. Because people don't know that I'm part Hispanic. Try to let them know I'm not with the white man. He will tell you, well, this here is black. See, one thing, like I say, how the fuck you going to fight against racism? You let the oppressor define who the fuck you are. So you're saying that the oppressor's like God or something. He not. The white supremacist is not God. I don't care how much power he have. He not. He will never be God. Okay? What next? White people gonna say you're a monkey, you gonna call yourself a monkey? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop with that bullshit. Yeah, recognize how they view us, but don't go along with it. But get back to the subject. I get the fact of calling out, but you're married to a Mexican American woman. You have kids and grandkids. I'm sure it was your daughter got a child, and there's your grandchildren. I don't care if people see them as black. They still have a grandmother that's Mexican. They still have family members. You can't neglect that because some white supremacy is not God. And one thing, when y'all gonna learn that bullshit? So you making these videos on YouTube, and like I said, I'm called out, and I know at first I defended your ass 10 years ago when people was attacking you for marrying this woman, but now I'm going against, not because you married to them, nothing about that. It's your narrative. And Cynthia G, I don't like that bitch. She ain't no true sister. I bet she was the one that did that mess, but I see why. Because you're contradicting yourself. Now, sometimes I do contradict myself, but at least I defend why I tell you the reason why I do it. I ain't gonna leave it hanging. I said, well, I changed my position. I don't think that no more. I think that back then, I tell you the reason why it'll be long-winded when I do it. But sitting here talking about, oh, well, Latino, this and that, but you married to one. You sleep with every, I mean, cause you all in our business, try to tell us what we cannot do, what we supposed to do, and give lectures and shit. We're going to be in your business too. The one thing about collectivism, so I don't believe collectivism, because people in collectivism try to be in your business and try to be in your face. No, I'm talking you care. No, you don't care. You care about being a controlling and freak. That's what it is. You can care for a distance. Once a person leave their bitch ass alone, leave him alone and let's trouble, right? We're gonna call. I have to call it out by Phil Scott Vasher because and he and them Geminis, they very no offense to Gemini, but y'all are two-faced, yang yang yang. Y'all don't have the same. You and I'm not trying to bash what's her name too in this. Just use an example because she's also a Gemini, same age. Talking about Grizzly. I like her content, no offense, but she do contradict herself too. Okay, all right. And as Leos, and when we contradict ourselves, we're gonna tell you the reason why we do it, and we're gonna give you the reason why we do it and why we stand on it. We ain't gonna sit here and leave you hanging and make it like you confused. Okay, I'm calling it is, and it's not no offense to Gigi, not Gigi. No, Gigi's Aries. I'm talking about Grizzly. Grizzly. A lot. I know people who are Geminis. I work with Geminis, and they are yang yang. They two faced. Sometimes they say one thing and do another. They had two different personalities, and I worked with one sister. Me and her got into it, and then we was friends again. But I kept my eyes open when I was around her. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't trust her. You know what I'm saying? You one day you good tomorrow, and I ain't speak to her. She chose to go down, um, in her work, cause she got tired of the stress. But she used to help the supervisor out. And one time she yelled at me, I ain't want to talk to her ass. Hell no. Nah. I don't give a damn. You all the supervisor. I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to do my job. But you don't talk to me. And then she apologized. But then the next day we had another disagreement. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So she stopped doing that position. And she had tired of Macy's. She had another job at Macy's too. So it was a lot there. I ain't trying to tell. But she cool now. I ain't seen her since 10 years. I think she left. Yeah, she left when I left in 2016. But I saw the Yang Gang personality. I showed it because she was Gemini. Them Gemini too. That's right. Gemini, I'm serious. Gemini got two fake personalities. And I'm just using Greasy Hood News as an example. No offense, I'm not bashing her, but y'all do. It's most Geminis I meet, just like this man here's show y'all have a yang yang yin yang personality. You don't stand on one thing. You say another, do another. Trump a Gemini. Trump a Gemini too. That's right. Trump a Gemini as well. So me personally, like I said, when I come to myself, I'm gonna tell you the reason why, and I'm gonna stand on my 10 toe down. Okay, I'm telling you why I said what I did, and ain't gonna apologize for it. Then you know why I did it. Okay, that's Leo for you. Okay, and I'm not trying to bad Grizzly Hood. I just witnessed, I observed things. Cause every time I meet a gym, I say, "Oh Lord, they got two personalities. One they do another, and then another. Nah, it's the truth. I mean, it's true. You see in the vibe shows, Phil Scott. You married to a Mexican woman, but you over here talking about Latinos and the protests and they don't love black people and maybe not all, but a lot of them. But you married to one, got kids by one, got grandkids. I'm telling you, the African diaspora channel. Whatever, man. Y'all, no, I don't buy into that old Afrocentric bullshit. Cause we mix black people. We are mixed race black people. I don't call myself no pure black person. I call myself a multiracial black person. I did my ancestry, African American, French, Spanish, Creole. So I do have a Spanish heritage from Louisiana. English, Irish, Scottish, Native American. I check black, white, Native American on application. I put other. I put two races or more. I don't go along with the white races of fucking ass wondering it was used for rape. Okay? So each baby come out his rape. They can make babies to the slaves. They got black blood. Man, they blonde hair, blood out to dark chocolate, and darker than black as tar, with darker than West Nights. That's what I said. What I said. Okay. It was a slave. It was a slave making rule, and oppressive rule. If anti-black, anybody that had black blood be oppressed, and so you go along one drop rule, you are going along with the oppression. They can't call me no damn sellout. Y'all the sellouts. So let's get to the subject. We are mixed race black people. Okay? And like I said, I'm not anti-Hispanic, baby. My fourth grandfather, Dick, I can't stand her because she's abusive, but brought her here, by my grandma on my mom's side, my great grandpa, his daddy. and his mama, my fourth grandfather's daughter, my third grandmother who died 74, born 1884, died 74. She a black Spanish Creole, okay? Her dad was not Rouse. On paper, it was Real. It was changed to Rouse. Real is Spanish. But the Anglos in Grimes County and Broward County changed his thing to Rouse. That's why. Okay? Shit. Gonna talk about I'm mixed with Hispanic too from Louisiana. Don't forget, Louisiana was a French and Spanish territory for the Louisiana Purchase. People go read a fucking ass book. Let's get to the subject. But that's why I had to call that shit out like, dude, all this talking points, but you married to one. That's the funny part. And I'm gonna call that shit out because y'all is lecturing the people about what they can't do. I hate when he one of them brothers that want to act like an old school uncle from back in the day. They will school you and lecture you and whip you. No, not online, dude. We gone over that shit, and I'm 2 months younger than you. I'm against that shit. That came from slavery too. Shit. trying to keep a young person from being free. They use an elder to manipulate that person from freedom, right? And try to not be educated and all that. They went on in slavery too. That's all the mess go through. Cause get a female elder person to tell you they cannot have this, blah blah blah. How others don't question them and all the other crap. So that's why I gotta call it out. But let's get to the subject. Okay. Get to the subject about this. I had to call by show. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Because I'm tired of that lecturing shit. Controlling language shit. Yeah, he got, but no, well, we watch the videos because it's out there. Just like people watch Jerry Springer Show. They ain't like Jerry Springer Show, but it was everybody watching, right? Because it was so much drama and chaos on it, right? Even when you like the show, it kept you in tune, right? Okay, let's get to the subject about, okay, the protest. Okay. Do I agree how, no, hold on. You're right. By law, people supposed to be naturalized, have passport, green card, citizenship. But we gotta tell it like it is how the ICE soldiers, how the ICE officers are committing official oppression. Because the reason why I ain't pandering, because I saw a white woman. Her dad was from Sweden. Her dad was a white illegal immigrant from Sweden. And she said he never got a point. He had drugs. He was a thug. He been in and out of jail. And he didn't have no citizenship. Because he was a white illegal immigrant and undocumented immigrant. They let him stay in this country. And she was born here. Her dad from Sweden. So if they not doing white immigrants who happen to be undocumented, they shouldn't do it to people of color who are either Latino or African or Asian or Middle Eastern. It's weird. The white woman said her daddy was undocumented from Sweden. He was in drugs. He was a white immigrant with no documentation. He was on drugs. He did drugs. He sold dope. A white one. And they didn't beat him up like this. They didn't detain him. So no, the protests do have a point. If they only doing it to people of color, and Latinos are people of color, and African, Asian, Eastern, that's wrong. But white immigrants get a pass who don't, from Europe, white people from Europe who don't have documentation, who be documented here. They're not doing that to them. That's not, that's racist. Justin Bieber immigrant, Justin Bieber from Canada. Hold up. Y'all forgot about that? He sure is. Justin Bieber, hold up. Justin Bieber is a Canadian. Where's his documentation? Did Justin Bieber get naturalized? Did Usher and Diddy when they was messing with that man and sex abusing for Clyde Day with that satanic bullshit? Where is that? Where is that? Cause remember he got acting a fool and he was smoking weed with them brothers. I'm gonna say that word, being niggas, smoking that they on their plane with their stepdad and stuff, smoking weed and stuff. They're going back to Canada. Remember? And he turned around acting a fool. And he was acting a fool because what Usher and Diddy did to him. He did not. He was illegal in this country. Justin Bieber, oh baby, baby, Justin Bieber was illegal in this country after he didn't uh, go to the immigration department, whatever you want to call it, to fix his papers. Diddy, and I bet Diddy set it up. His nasty ass. So Justin Bieber was illegal in this country. Y'all heard what I said? Now, shout out to Justin Bieber. He needs to get healing from what Diddy and Usher did to him. But he's an immigrant. Justin Bieber is an immigrant from Canada. Michael J. Fox is an immigrant. I think he got a naturalization. He was here undocumented. Michael J. Fox, a white actor from Canada, he was undocumented. This is why they're protesting. I can't deny that no more. Yes, I believe you're supposed to be naturalized, you're supposed to have your documentation be here, but if they being favoritism, letting white immigrants from Europe and Canada come in this country, undocumented, being illegal. They not detaining them, they're not beating them, they're not doing that other stuff. They shouldn't do it to people of color who are Latino, who are African, Asian, or Eastern, and Caribbean, whatever. Because that's what's getting the problem. You don't see pure white immigrants from Europe and Australia and South Africa. They're trying to, and actually, that's one thing I will call Biden and Trump. Biden was trying to get the white immigrants from Ukraine free citizenship and free education. Trump trying to get the white South Africans. Now, I'm going to tell you, the white South Africans ain't all that white. You know, this is a mixed race channel, identify as mixed. The white South Africans got black and Indian from India, Asian blood too. Yeah, I'm not lying. They had a caste system, the apartheid, but they one drop rule did not do. They had a color category. So if you was color, and I guess you can be close to white passing or approximately whiteness, you was somehow able to go to the white community and identify as white and have kids and list yourself as white. I'm not lying. There was one South African woman. She came out, curly hair, tawny complexion, you know, the typical mulatto look, but her parents looked white. They was kicked out of the church. I'm not lying. They belonged to a Dutch white supremacist so-called Christian church, and I forgot her name. They didn't even a movie about it too. And she, the parents who looked white was shocked. Their kid came out looking racially bigoted, darker than them with curly hair. And the white supremacist church in South Africa kicked them out of their church. They had to register her as colored. Okay? And they found out later on that one of the parents, or both parents, had somebody mixed race black in their parent that passed and went to the white side. So half of these South Africans that come in this country, even Elon Musk, ain't all that white. They mixed with some Negro and some native from, I'm not native, Indian from India, because you have Indians from India, they're Arab, and some Chinese, Asian something. They not all full-blown white people. So you're definitely going to bring some mixed race people who look white in this country. Free citizenship, Trump. But do you see that's why they're protesting? Yes, if you've been here for 10, 20 years, you should have been got your citizenship. I agree with that. But the ICE camps are not targeting white immigrants who don't, because no for real. If this white woman came on TikTok and said her Swedish dad was arrested many times, a thug, she said, but he was a thug, doing drugs, they didn't deport him back to Sweden. What the hell is that? And then Justin Bieber was singing, baby, 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 oh. And I'm not making fun of what happened to him because it's wrong. That Diddy and Leslie Usher were raping this man. Okay, for Clyde Davis, satanic bullshit. But when he got acting a fool, when he turned grown, and they were trying to kick him out of the country, he was not even legal to be in this country. I think he lost his citizenship or something like that in the United States, and he had to go back to Canada. So where was ICE then? Why they had to wait till then? I probably reach out to Clyde Davis pay and Diddy and Usher probably pay because he about to tell the secret that he was being violated by them assholes and satanically abused, sexually abused. So, rich abuse. So, my thing is to y'all, why is that? That's no, but we got to call it out. No, that ain't right, y'all. I don't give a damn. Call me a coon. Fuck you, suck my dick. I said what I said. Suck my dick. Lick me the booty hole. If you don't like the things I'm saying, it's my app. You don't tell me what the fuck I can I do. If they're targeting people of color, and Latinos are people of color, they mix Spaniard, Native, and Black. Yes, Latinos are mixed with Black. Mexicans got Black blood too, besides the other Latinos as well. Okay, they mix. Okay, but Spaniard, Indigenous, and African. Okay, and men do not look white. The one thing, the reason why you don't see the white passing ones too much across the border, because they have a caste system of colorism in Latin America. Y'all should know that. The one who look close to Spaniards and European, or the Europeans who immigrated and trying to play off they mixed race citizenship, which is like a white person. No, okay. They the high ranking. They benefit from the white supremacy and the colorism in those Latin American, including Mexico. The ones of cut across the board who look more indigenous and black or racial and bigoted or sometimes look black, whatever the case might be, they call across the board look for an opportunity. They know that's true. That's the reason why they come. No, that's the reason why they come here. Cause in their country, in Mexico, and other countries, Latin America, and it's the white supremacy thing. If you don't look like them European, you see on novellas, you don't get that money. They conditioned to be poor down there. I mean, with you. Right? So that's why they come here for a better opportunity. Yeah, it's race and color, but we got laws against racism and colorism on the job. Do you know what I'm saying? And so so let's get to the point when the Vice show also said this too, that it be Latino racists. I know that. Okay, I challenged them. I got them people in trouble who did to me. There's one thing that I can't because I signed NDAs, but I dealt with racist Latinos and fought back. When I was in El Paso, Texas, before I found out my mama had Hispanic ancestry, okay, from Louisiana. I speak Spanish, took it 30 years ago, 1995, 67, 8, 98, and I stumble sometimes in my Spanish, but I've been speaking for a long period of time. But back 20 years ago, someone called me the N word or whatever. I checked they bitch ass on spot. I find it funny that accuracy people at Job Corps did was complaining about calling my guy there, but yet you defend the word nigga. And then you sit here and don't confront they bitch asses when they do it. I do, because I don't play victim. That's why and one thing, when they start bringing more African American descent people in our Job Corps, I didn't hardly get along with it because I'm sorry, half of them conditioned in their oppression, call themselves niggers and think the black inferior complex and white supremacist mindset. And I'm just being real with you, right? And I say all of them, but it was a bunch of them, okay? Some with the N word mentality. I gotta. Well, I argue with it like nigga, but I argue with old brother being the N word, being a ratchet ass nigga. I'm going ahead and say it, being uncivilized, buying to white supremacy and black inferior complex. Cause and then like the fact that I ain't went on their level, and I'm not on their intellect. Hell to no. So, but the reason why they feel comfortable because you don't do shit about it. When I used to get we trying okay. We gonna put some business on blast. I don't give a fuck. We gonna put some business on blast. The Popeyes on Dairy Ash from Bel Air. Okay, so I was going to cause it's food pantry, and they satellite was at Baptist Church to get some food, right? So I was going down there. They don't do it no more. Right after then Hidalgo won, I know because the white preacher at Baptist Church was friends with Elzara Miller. They probably saw me commenting about how I like Lena over Elzara Miller. There, everybody, okay. He told the organization he would not do a satellite for food pantry no more. And I told people I know it's right after Lena Hidalgo won her campaign here in Harris County. Okay, because I support Lena Hidalgo. Okay, so anyway, so it was hot, right? So I'm going to get some. It was those some certain Saturdays that give out food, right? So mind you, I'm coming from my apartment. I have my basket, my folded basket. You know, we buy from Amazon stuff, and I'm going to give me some the food so I can take home. And so I got before I usually walk because that Dairy Asher bus take forever, right? So I walk up to past Dairy Asher to West Park where that church is, right? So I went to the Popeyes that Saturday, and it's hot. It was like 2021, right? 2021, 2022. One of those 2 years. And the bit, so it was a sister. She had the bourbon, the bourbon, we call it turban. The turban, she a Muslim. She was nice, light skinned sister. So she was giving me some wild ass water. The Spanish woman who was an immigrant, you can tell she was immigrant. Don't say, no, you gonna buy some bottle of water. I'm like, bitch, shut up. I ain't head in my head because I ain't want kicked out and be banned. But I want to cuss her bitch ass out. I didn't whine and say, oh, the Hispanic treat me like shit. I'm like, let me go ahead and tell them corporate folks on her bitch ass and make her fucking lose her job in my country. And before anybody saying, yes, I do have indigenous ancestry. On my daddy's side, found out we had Cherokee. Why do we have Choctaw? But I didn't know we had Cherokee. My fifth grandfather died in Cherokee tears before his son married my fourth grandfather, which my fourth grandfather married my fourth grandmother, who's mulatto. Okay, so did my ancestry right before I got evicted. On my daddy's side, my big mama's side doesn't know that. Anyway, so I do have indigenous heritage. So fuck y'all. It's my country. I said, well, let me go ahead. So let me call. I went back to my apartment, and it was closed. It was already too late for the food drive. So I was like, oh dang, I wasted all my time in this hot sun. So I got on the bus, went back to my apartment, Southwest Side. I contacted Popeyes that Saturday and told on that bitch. And I bet that bitch got fired or got rid of. That's how I do it. Like it was one light skinned chick. I thought she was Hispanic herself. Lied to me. And she was drunk. Eric, we come out the bus. We went Bel Air, Transit. This after I got evicted, right? Second time. So she got mad because the bus driver wouldn't let her add, but she out here throwing cans and shit at the Bel Air Transit. I'm like, shot whatever. Now Bel Air Transit, that's Metro PD supposed to fix your ass, but Bel Air Police Bar don't fucking play. They got racist ones too. So I don't know why she acting that way. Anyway, I'm getting the bus. I'm going to catch the bus going back to a certain area, right? And so I told her it was a cold. I think it was cold. And so it was 2023, 24, 2024 last year. So she said, I can't. So I said, that's a white man. I said, man, ain't white. He Hispanic. He Latino. I can't stand them Hispanic all like. And this now I said, wait a minute, man. I said, ain't you Hispanic? No, I'm black. I said, no offense, you ain't pure black. And I'm not making fun of you, because I'm not dark, but I'm darker than you. And I'm not pure black my own self. I identify as mixed my own self. So then she started running her mouth every time, so I had to get loud, ratchet with the bitch. So she said she black, and I said, well, I'm sorry, black people on ship was darker than you and I. We ain't no pure African. I ain't trying to tell you how to identify, but don't tell me how to identify either. You know what I'm saying? But you tell me some racist stuff. I said, excuse me. While you're here bitching, moaning, and throwing stuff at the bus, which you can get in trouble for that. Yeah, I got evicted. I'm homeless. Yes, the woman who got me evicted, she a dark-skinned Afro-Latina. She darker than me from Cuba. I got her bitch ass in trouble. The domestic woman with blonde hair, her friend, the assistant manager at Starbucks, I got her bitch ass in trouble. Judge Garcia, y'all already know, before Judge Garcia lost his office, I told the feds him, bitch ass, he know that Puto don't have a job anymore as a judge no more. So then the other bitch, she happened to be Chicana, right? I found out the bitch was running her mouth at the conviction court, but she has a criminal record of theft. She had bad checks on her record. Then I told the bitch, I said, excuse me, bitch, I got her ass in trouble. I told her feds her ass. I told apartment association her ass. This woman has a criminal record, and she a bookkeeper at our apartments, and she had a record down in Fort Bend County. I'm not lying. The lady who was running her bitch ass mouth, who lied on her arrest records. Oh, I saw that shit. She wasn't born no damn 1981. She wasn't born no damn 1974, 72. The bitch about to turn 60 next year. She same age Janet Jackson. Yeah, she don't look like her age, but she that, you know what I'm saying? And I saw a bitch, you lied to the police. That's a damn lie. I mean, you can't lie on your criminal record. I mean, on your public record, you can't do that shit. So then I said I'll pull her bitch ass to the feds, and I pull her to the Crime Stoppers. I showed did. You gonna put my ass out knowing they was a setup. Plus I got evicted on my stalker's birthday. You know that's a setup. They were doing witchcraft. So why the fuck you trying to nah? So I got her ass in charge to excuse me. The little shot I still got here while I'm out of Mexico. People been complaining about their rent money being not being paid, and they got evicted behind, got in trouble. A lease violation. Do you know this little thing in that office? He had a criminal record up there when he was in his 20s. He born 1990. He was 35 years old. Yeah. Guess what? I got his ass. How I know they got out of trouble because my Venezuelan associate, kind of friend, he worked at the place and he lived there. He told me in the grocery store on March 17th, 2024 last year that they all got them folks I named got fired. So the dark skinned Alpha Latina from Cuba, who's a manager, who let the light skinned Latina run things, her bitch ass fired. The one Brenda, I would say her name Brenda. Yes, it's the dark skinned one. Brenda is the Mexican with bleached hair, like Jennifer Lopez, with a broke down version, not a real one. Her bitch ass gone. I report her bitch ass too. Then the other one was the big fat one who tried to lie on her ages to Fort Bend County. Oh, I saw all them records. I said, you gonna kick me out? Oh, we gonna all go on the street. I said, if I gotta go, then you gotta go. Bitch, you over here lying to the police about your age. You over here in Harris County, but you got records of theft in Fort Bend County. So I'm telling this light-skinned sister that I thought was Hispanic, who bashing Hispanics, you don't see me whining about, oh, they did me dirty, oh, the Hispanic. Guess what? I took fucking action. Yeah, they got me out of my apartment. Guess what? I got their bitch ass out of the job. And guess what? The Judge Garcia, is he in that office down in Gulfton? Hell nah. We got that puto. That puto don't have no fuck. And he actually, let me tell the truth about that puto. Word on the street, when he left before Judge Lamlito took his place, and he stole TVs and his employees' information and records in that courthouse. Yes, y'all. And let me let you know that the 2 months after I got evicted and I had to leave, I found out that it was September, right? But I left in August. I got evicted in July. Guess what? I had COVID. Guess what, y'all? Let me tell you the truth. They'll give you the tea. Give you the fucking tea. My paper gone. Judge Puto Garcia got my paperwork missing. What the fuck? The vision prediction people told me. This Latino man works there and he was helping my case. He emailed me and told me my shit was gone. Missing. So I forgot because I emailed yesterday, sure did. That I told the feds on his ass. I sure did. I told the feds on his ass. I sure did. Because he has a track record of being a criminal and he stole people's money. And when Grizzly Hood News reported that he stuck them two the thugs had be like, was shopping at Walmart. Oh yeah, they stole his shit. They stole his gun. They stole his $2,000 cash. They stole his credit card ID. He got what the fuck he deserved because he a thief. Judge Garcia is a fucking ass thief. He went through him when he was a doggone lawyer. So you don't see me. Let they did me dirty. Let's go back to Gucci. No, because I got them folks in fucking trouble. And I said one thing, I don't show pictures in my little text because I did the fake sister gal who's accuracy, Miss Kimberly Thomas, who I got the first time. Her got her bitch ass told town to her bitch ass before George Floyd got killed. The bitch that stole our rent money and got me involved with that R. Kelly bullshit. She from Chicago too. She was a fake sister. She not like she accuracy. Her ass in trouble. Got that bitch in trouble too. Guess what? She stole money from George Floyd. She sure did. They had a bid for George Floyd, and then Keely Holmes, that bitch stole it. She about to go. I think I heard she about 2 or 3 years ago she about to be indicted. She probably is indicted. Her ugly ass bitch, a broke down version, a Pam Grier looking ass bitch. So yeah, I'm victim, but I fought justice though. I got the folks, I got the judge. Judge Garcia friend, that fake ass brother, that nigga. Judge Brown got his ass out of this office, and just I got both their bitch ass out. So since they evicted me, I don't think it's good to evict me. Cause I know how to get your ass out your fucking job and get you out there when election season come in. I know how to get people around us to vote your ass out. Just like they kick us out of the apartment, we can go to the poll, kick that bitch ass out that damn seat. That's a good thing about voting. So so I don't think victim me is good. Okay? No, you hurt yourself when you big me. So this light skinned lady was anti-Hispanic, racist as a bitch. Well, she trying to talk. Oh man, I cussed up. We cussed each other. I showed even before, and I said, "It's funny you talking about Latinos, bad this and that." This one let me on the bus, and you let your bitch ass on the bus. And on the number 2 bus had came showed it that night. Latino man let me on the bus. He let her bitch ass off the bus for dirty, stinking ass. Okay, acting a fool, getting drunk, looking crazy. And like I said, I thought she was Hispanic way because she was light skinned, all that, and high yellow. I thought she was Latin her own damn self. I thought her being racist as far as Hispanic people, bitch. She being racist. So I had to tell you, don't see me when they just about to be away from me. And I can't get no. I guess I took their job too. And I found they dirt too. I found what they were doing too. Joe did. So the next part better not try to evict me, and the next judge better not try to evict me, cause I'm praying I never get evicted. But I'm just saying I got evicted 2 times, and both judges that evicted me don't have a fucking ass job as judges, and I helped that situation out. Bing. Both the park managers, they did me dirty. Both they bitches gone. And Cutie Holmes too. Because see, I attacked. So I ain't just bash the Hispanic. I bashed the African American with Black American too. I sure did. What's that old fake brother named George Gray? He in my business. Cutie Holmes. I'm gonna tell the business. He a church deacon. Oh yes, y'all better stop fucking with me, cause I'm gonna bring y'all shit up on this app, on this YouTube. George Gray sleeping with Katrina Ross. I heard she got fired. We about to close Cutie Home down. She was laughing at my bitch 2019. She filmed with Miss Kimberly Thomas, Pam Grier from Chicago, looking ass bitch. No offense to Pam Grier, but George Gray married Lakeisha Gray. Let me tell you, your husband cheating on you. Probably you divorced him many years ago. Allegedly, Katrina Ross sleeping with your husband. Their department assistant manager. When Kimberly Thomas got fired about being indicted for stealing Georgia for money, Guess what? She took over. What's her name? Katrina. And rumor has it that her and George Gray, the man's manager, and we want to bring his business up, cause big nigga, don't come in my business by releasing. You supposed to worry about maintenance. That's why people complain about the maintenance men. And I'm gonna be honest with you, talking about black and Latino issue. It's mostly the Hispanic men that did their job at their community homes, and a few brothers. The brown skinned brother one had mental issues. The dark skinned bald head one had been there for years. And I forgot somebody, but the other was another dark skinned dude, and the camel skin brother, me and George, gray complexion. And I heard him too. They were all being hoes. See with thoughts. Them niggas was see with thoughts down there in Cutie Homes. Ain't doing that. If I heard, I believe it's true. You over here, and woman called for need help, and she ain't trying to get help with her man. She trying to get some sex. He your bitch ass put your nasty dick in that pussy. Not doing your job on the clock. On the damn clock. So before you start coming about my business being homeless and leasing shit, fix your shit. If you was a maintenance man, you supposed to do your fucking ass job. Over here fucking bitches, you over here married. Probably passing a fucking disease. Don't know what that bitch went with. Yeah, I'll bring your bitch up because you out of my damn business. You're maintenance. Your role is maintenance, not leasing. Katrina and Kimberly Thomas supposed to worry about my leasing and payment rent. Your ass supposed to be worrying about damn property in CUNY Homes. And I heard your bitch ass don't work no more. Yes, I did let everybody know on my podcast who the fuck you were. Don't come in my business. I'm not nothing to play with. Okay? 2 apartments have been people that got me evicted and no longer have a job, including your bitch ass. And you got somebody, you got your own business, work on that, bro. And stop cheating on your wife. You need to get a divorce for that, too. Ungrateful ass, sleeping with the deacon like the Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj song Up in My Face, sleeping with the deacon. Thank you. I saw you at church with that suit on, act like you believe in God. Like I ain't the perfect, I'm cursing here, yeah, I'm in the perfect kind of Christian. But guess what? I know that's wrong, though. I know if I was married, I would never be sleeping with somebody else. When you say I do, yeah, I cuss, act a fool. But when you say I do for the God, and you supposed to cherish and love that woman. You ain't supposed to be out here sleeping with somebody else. And yeah, I'm in your business because you was in my business. You're not a leasing agent. You're not a leasing manager. You're a maintenance manager. Stay on your lane. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about that shit. Stop engaging in being messy. Okay? So I show y'all a collage of both. One was Ackerman scene, one was Spanish, and I'm both. Thank you. Down the Family Street, I'm both. And I got the ass in trouble. Thank you. Okay, y'all better leave me alone with that bullshit, man. Like, I hate when people do me dirty. My mama did me dirty. My dad, he's still alive. I ain't giving up all day. Hell no. A fall day to put his bitch ass in jail trying to abuse me. And I'm 45 years old. I put his ass in jail. I sure will. I don't give a damn about all that bullshit they believe in. I don't believe in that bullshit. But anyway, let's get to the subject. So y'all see what I'm saying? You see, I ain't whine. I ain't whine. They need to close the door. No, I said, no, hell no. You gonna kick me out my apartment? Okay, you forgot. I'm part Hispanic too down the family tree. I'm African American. I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, name, is my background. Y'all forgot that shit. Okay, hold up. You don't have this right. You got rats and roaches here on your contract. You ain't supposed to have safe sanitary. It's not safe and sanitary. It got roaches and rats. You got people shooting, acting a fool, breaking in. The elevator not working. Okay, that's a lease violation on your end. See, let me let y'all know. When y'all do leasing with these people, it is a mutual fucking contract. You supposed to pay rent. You supposed to keep the property clean. You supposed to not damage the property. Blah blah. Supposed to pay rent. They supposed to do their job. It's not a one-sided contract. It's a mutual agreement. And when they don't do their job, you have a right to go to the apartment association on their ass. They being discriminatory. One thing I noticed, and I'm gonna this up too by certain apartments. Yes, and darker than me. Everybody thinks she's African American, but she's Hispanic. She's from Cuba. Okay, she's Afro Latina. Majority of the people in the office are lighter than her, including her husband. Okay, y'all said your husband. You ain't want nobody to know your husband. That's one thing I didn't understand. They both, everybody think he Mexican, but he Cuban, just like her. One thing you don't want nobody to know that your husband, but your sons look like Bruno Mars. You dark chocolate. Look like, was it Spice? Yeah, it's a Spice. Yeah, from Love and Hip Hop. Looking like Spice, but she's the Cuban version, the Jamaican version, right? But your husband, everybody thinks he's a tattooed and pretty boy Mexicano, but he's Cuban, okay? They both from Miami. But you don't want them to know y'all married because you ain't supposed to have family on the property, working together. But you got your kids looking like Bruno Mars. Knowing that everybody be looking at, the kids don't look like you. They might have some of your features and eyes and hair, loose curly, but they don't look like you. They look like more like a dad. So keep your business. That's one thing when you sneaky and tell secrets, you make sure nobody don't know. Maybe go to the property, come visit, act like it's someone's kid. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's your child, so no, but no. Bringing your children on the property, riding with your husband, nobody know that your husband is your husband. He's the maintenance man there. This is the funny shit, y'all. He's the maintenance manager. You don't get me wrong. Everybody thinks a black woman and a Hispanic man, but they both Hispanic. She's Afro Latina. She's from Cuba. Okay, he's Cuban too. He's from Cuban American, but everybody thinks he's Mexican, right? But your kids look like Bruno Mars. Them sons with long curly hair and baby sons, them kids, them sons got some long curly hair for some boys. Look like she just had children with Bruno Mars. Knowing that everybody be looking like, that's your son? Okay, who's dad? And oh, that's him. Okay, he dad. It makes sense. Oh, y'all married? Y'all work on a property? Oh, Lord. Hey, y'all mess up my future and make me homeless. This consequence of it. Next time, do things different when it comes to evictions and leasing, okay? Yeah, but he working on a property as a maintenance manager, and you over here as a manager of a property, and you let people who are lighter than you do, because people thought, because everybody, Accuracy thought that everybody that was lighter than yesterday was Mexican. No, you had Salvadorans. What's her name? Um, that one who put me in the apartment. She's from Venezuela. The little short dude I told you I got him in trouble because I found he has a history of theft since 20 years old, stole about $1,000 some. Yeah, he worked at least he's Guatemalan Mexican. His dad worked on the property and they lived in the same property. I think he got kids too. Okay, he got kids. They all live in one for free rent. It is what it is because they work on the property. Then you had the Salvadoran, the big dude that everybody don't like his attitude. That's why I was mentioning Nelson. That's him. Then when I left, it was a white looking chick. She's from Mexico. She like a white girl, but she's light skinned, white passing Mexican chick. Then you have the other chick who's black skin. She black and American and Mexican with curly hair. I thought she was Dominican or something, but she's not. Then Brenda's the one who's Mexican from Mexico. She didn't have a high school diploma. She had a GED. I know her about her business. I'm older than her. She's a Scorpio like my mom. I can't stand her. Just like I can't stand her either. The Scorpios get on my nerves. She has that bleach blonde hair trying to like Jennifer Lopez and it didn't work. And then there's the other Kimberly. Okay, that not Kimberly Thomas is a fake sister gal. This is kind of one who lies of her age. Okay, when she's about to turn 6 years old, she don't look like her age. Okay, who have history of theft. Oh, I'm telling the business, okay? All right. Next time, don't put someone out who ain't trying to put out. I know you have to pay running in, but remember, I was in the program, right? And they said there's no funding, but we all signed a contract to keep that contract to what? To March of 2023. So if you don't have no funding, okay, so the same thing if I lose my job but I don't have no money to pay rent, you're not gonna let me stay there for free rent, right? Okay, well, same thing when we stay signing contract Catholic charities and wraparound houses, along with Houston Authority and the Coalition of Homeless, sign a contract for us to have those apartments. We should not be back on the street. They need to do investigation because I saw Wayne Trevino's video of the homeless hustle and they blaming Lee Hidalgo for it. No, it's not her fault. It's these organizations. And I'm glad that dark skinned brother who was northern from Houston Housing Authority, his ass got left because he resigned because the feds right there, because they didn't know he been spending money on things he ain't supposed to spend, which is a fraud. So let's get to the subject. You sit here and thought it was cute to put me out of my apartment, being I know I was a YouTuber and I exposed shit. Yeah, and I have a social media content creator personality. I can attract things. I'm a Leo, okay? Truth of the matter is, you didn't win. You won kicking me out, but you lost. Right after I got evicted, your asses lost your jobs. You're no longer a manager there, or assistant manager, or bookkeeper, or at least like a rat. Okay, it's a little short one. Okay, who live on private free with his daddy, because he does the maintenance or repairs, whatever, and he does the leasing. But his son has a history of theft when he was 20-some years old. Oh, I know all your business. Because you came in my business and put me on my street when I wasn't supposed to. I wait on my SI check because I'm bipolar. I found PTSD as well. Okay? You sit here and thought it was cute to laugh for Buto Garcia to put me out of my apartment, having the jury that he chose to put me out. He chose the jury to put me out on my stalker's birthday. Guess what? He no longer have a job there too. It's not cute to fuck with me, y'all. My grandmother who abused me on my dad's side had to learn on how to fucking ass deathbed, and so did my mother, my mother as well. One time, just leave me the fuck alone. Start trying to do things to me that I don't want to deal with. Let me do whatever I want now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But no, and I was trying to find some way to pay that rent because I didn't want to stay in that apartment because I didn't want to be out on the street. Hell no, who want to be on the street? All right. And yeah, it's weird. Well, just like Susan Wachowski, she allowed my channel to get taken down with that bluish loud thing. But when I was navigating Center, then with Miss Candace, her bitch ass, and then her stupid ass employees, not all of the ones who was causing hell, she ended up dead. Susan Wachowski ended up dead. She did. Same month, Mariah Carey, her mama ended up dead. Her mama, Mariah Carey, mama, her sister dead. She did. I don't know if it's but you ain't see me scream like that woman at the Bella Cancer throwing stuff at the food. Chipping out. Okay? That's my take on this shit.